So recently, I made a tweet that was pretty much me making fun of a notable SML critic known as Dabhdude. Here's the tweet on the screen. This is basically what I said. I then decided to take a look at Dabhdude's Twitter, and I found that he had a Discord server. So, this idea came into my mind. I was gonna go on his server and just ask a couple questions. That's all I wanted, just to ask a few questions, but I didn't think that it would turn into this full-on debate. What you're about to see next is my full debate and my full discussion, whatever you like to call it, with Dabhdude on his Discord server. Let the video commence. Isn't recording well. Shit. That was my mistake. Alright. Fuck. Damn, I feel stupid. Let me make sure.
No.
Okay, so let me put that right there.
Just mute Fredboat.
Just give me a second.
No,
Okay.
Fredboat is great.
Okay. So let's because I want to make sure I get everything.
Good. My song is still playing.
Let's recap again. So
I'm so tempted to play tonight.
Man, be quiet for a second. Anyways, so basically, I come here because, and I just want to make sure that's recording. Okay, good. I come here because I just want to ask a few questions about your overall content, Dabby. Just to get a few, I'll call you Dabby. Just to get a few.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Because guess what? Only friends get to call me that. You're not my friend right now.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll call you whatever
I barely know you.
What, bro? Come at me. So anyway.
Okay. If you keep calling me that, I will server mute you.
Man, okay, fine.
People.
Fine. I'm not gonna call you Dabby just because I want to get some answers. Okay. After that, I'll call you whatever the fuck I want. All right. So
Y'all have.
This is hold on. Just want to remind you, this is a Christian server.
Man, memes are the most unfunniest, laziest form of comedy. Shut the fuck up. Anyways.
I will mute you. I will mute you. I will mute you. Say another. No. I'm not even joking. It's not a meme. Say another cuss word. I dare you. I will mute you.
Okay. Real quick. Fine. I'm not gonna say another cuss word. But I
see, now was that so hard?
Can I just ask my questions? Okay. So
sure. Go ahead.
I just want to ask a few questions about the whole SML thing because I think it's very important. So my first question is, I find it funny. I just want to ask this because your entire channel is just you completely going around and just completely trashing on SML's content. Just what defines
trashing? Because actually, I have liked quite a few of his more recent videos.
Can I finish my question, please?
Because a lot of people just hold on. A lot of people like to say, Ricky, if you don't shut up, I will server mute you.
Okay. Oh, no. What do you want to say, Dabby?
Anyways, thing is, a lot of people like to say all your videos are trashing on SML, which, sorry. By the way, like, I don't think any of them are, save for, like, maybe one or two. I will admit that there's, like, one or two that's just completely trashing on Logan, and I regret those. However, most of them aren't trashing, but at the very least, I can kindly disagree, but can also understand where some people are coming from, because it's like, oh, I'm being critical of their Lord and Savior, Super Mario Logan. But there are others where it's like, I have nothing but praise for the video, like Zombie Bowser, for example. I thought that was a pretty good video, and
the video was epic.
And wait, I'm not done.
Friday the 13th.
And the other one that just came out, Jeffy's Robot Jeffy. There we go.
Anyways.
But I thought those were good, and so, but people still say like, "Oh, you're just hating on SML," and I'm like, "What?" But I had like nothing but praise for the video. What are you talking about?
Dude, you didn't even let me. You didn't even let me finish my question. But that's fine. That's fine.
But my question is, so you spend a lot of time. Let's just be nicer and say you spend a lot of time criticizing Logan's content. Would you agree with that term? Would you just sit there and
What term? Again, you glitched out.
criticizing.
Criticizing. Yes.
You would agree with that term. Okay. We'll be nice here and say you've been criticizing. Doesn't really change what I'm about to ask. But anyways, you constantly go and criticize Logan. All right? Which is fine. I mean, let me just say, I think Logan's content is utter just garbage. Okay? So, that's fine.
What do you like
But
SML?
can I finish asking my question?
Hey, hold on. I want everyone to have their mics muted except for MegaDoop and I.
Okay.
I'm pushed. Okay,
yes, that's great.
Shut up.
Let me finish my fucking question because I've been interrupted like 5 times. But anyways, so you spend a lot of your time criticizing Logan's content. Don't you think that it's a little bit weird and just a little bit I don't know, kind of dumb to sit there and also react to pretty much almost every video he puts out? Don't you just think that's
Dabby H-boy happy
like
and gives them the big
Ricky,
thumbs.
shut up.
Yes, shut up.
I told you to mute your mic. Anyways.
Everybody except Mega and Dab, mute their mics.
That means you too, you...
I will.
Oh yeah, okay.
Anyways, now as I was saying, no, I don't really think it's that weird. Because guess what? It is in my pursuit to try and help him. I've been doing it for years now. It's not just a recent thing.
Okay, that's
I've been doing it for ages now, and granted, when I first started doing it, it did feel a little weird. And it was a little weird.
Again,
but like it or not,
that's fine.
And also, I don't know if you're gonna ask this question, but I might as well say this now.
Okay.
A lot of people say, "Why are you doing all this? It's not like he's a hit TV show." And
I mean, I wasn't gonna ask that question. I honestly, I think Logan's content.
Okay.
Whether or not it's a TV show or a YouTube video, it's not free from criticism. But I want to say one thing: if you want your friends to go and try to defend you, that's fine. It's just sport for me, okay? Like, let them come on, come on, please. But if they want to come on, if you want to unmute your mic, go right ahead. That's fine. Just let's keep it on a minimum till I finish asking my questions, okay? So I want to ask question number 2. Just question number 2. I have a few questions, right? Question number 2. So you've gotten into, I guess you could say, some drama with that fucking retard known as, what's his face, Night Miner, and I think you've got it.
Yeah, because he's like 12.
Okay, yeah. Let me finish. So you got into drama with Night Miner, and I think I may be wrong here, but I'm pretty
Ricky,
sure.
hold on. Okay, Ricky, this is your last chance. If you talk again, I will kick you.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay. Luckily, he muted his mic just in time. Anyways, sorry.
Okay. So you spend your entire time. Well, not. What the fuck was I even saying? Okay, so you got into, I guess you could say, drama, arguments, whatever the hell you want to call it, with a few SML fanboys. Night Miner, you've been in that drama, correct? Just to make sure.
Yeah, we've resolved it a few times, but then Night Miner comes back and says, "Nah, never mind. I'm gonna continue doing what I was doing before because I don't know how to move on."
Okay, that's fine. And you've also gotten into some drama with I believe with Hey Sky. Is that correct, or is that just me?
Actually, I've got like he's yeah, I'll say it because I don't care. I've said so many dumb things. I've said so many racist things, or supposedly racist things. Anyways,
just out of course,
I don't know why people find black women attractive. Now, anyways, what was I saying?
That is kind of racist, though. Like, if you say If you say I don't like, look, it's fine to have like.
If I said gas all the black women, then yeah.
Well, no,
that'd be one thing.
No, because one is just because one is more racist than the other. That doesn't mean what you said isn't racist in itself. Like,
I don't think it's racist. Honestly, I think it's just I don't find.
Let me finish.
I think it's the fact. Hold on. I think it's the fact that I don't find black women attractive. Is that so difficult?
Not what you said
that's like saying I'm I don't know. I'm hairist because I don't like girls with curly hair or something.
But that's not what you just told me. You said that that I don't get why people find black women attractive. That's what you said originally.
Yeah, because that's my opinion.
Then that's being
just like I don't get why people find girls with curly hair hot, but I mean, hey, whatever.
But that's not the thing, though. You're literally saying I don't get why people like. You know, there's a difference between saying that and saying I personally don't find black women attractive because.
Not much, honestly. I acknowledge the fact that people find them hot. I don't know why, but I mean, whatever.
Exactly. Here's the thing, though. It may be your like racial preference, which is completely fine, and I don't think you're trying to intentionally be racist. I really don't. And this is kind of off topic, but here's what I'm trying to say. When you say, I don't get why people find them attractive, you're kind of saying, maybe unintentionally, I do think you're not saying this, but you're kind of saying this, it's dumb that people find them attractive. That's kind of what you're saying, in a way.
Okay, again, hold on.
I said it in a way.
I don't get, and people are dumb for thinking, are two completely different things. If I said people are dumb for finding black women hot, then yeah, I totally get where you were coming from.
Yeah, but
I said I don't get why.
I know.
I'm not saying. No. You don't get to interrupt me because I wasn't done. Bro. I was not done talking, so shut up, please.
No, you shut the fuck up, bitch. Come at me.
Anyways, bro. As I was saying, okay, I'll mute you, and then I'll talk.
Okay, fine.
So, anyways, all right. As I was saying, I'm not saying. People who like black women are complete idiots. I'm just saying I don't understand. Clearly, there's some reasoning behind it. I just don't know what it is, or I don't agree with it.
Okay,
now,
bro.
Back to the.
Okay, bro, that's fine. Again, I don't think you're racist. Back to the question.
Okay, back to the thing at hand.
We were talking about thing. Yeah, the whole night miner thing. I didn't even finish my fucking question. Yeah. But anyways. My question is, so you got into drama with Night Miner and I think Hey Sky. If that's wrong, correct me on that.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I was talking about. Hey Sky, like he's annoying, but I don't care. I don't care enough. Too busy with other stuff to get involved with him.
Would you make a response video to his video? Just out of curiosity.
Nah.
Okay.
Probably not.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's not worth my time.
Yeah, I understand. That's fine. Just my question is this: so you've gotten into drama with Night Miner, let's just say. I just want to know, how did that drama take place? Because I don't know if you're aware, but I actually got into drama with him myself.
Yeah,
and
I noticed.
But
anyways, I haven't a clue what really happened to really kick it off in the first place. I think you. Oh, I vaguely remember. Basically, he made a video on me saying, the thing is, like, if his points were well structured, I could at least kindly disagree with him. Like, I've brought up the Math Dominus point from time to time, where Math Dominus, I disagree with him, but I respectfully disagree, because he actually tried to present his points well, and not just say, "Lol, Dabhdude, you are an idiot. Why don't you just kill yourself? Logan hates you. I hate you because Jeffy is the greatest."
But if his points are correct, then does it really matter if he insults you?
Yeah, because that's not how you compose a debate or an argument.
Well,
You do
some
it
people-
properly.
some
There's
people-
a certain way to do things, and the only exception seems to be the presidential elections
Some people.
of all things.
Some people.
But anyways,
Some people
but
don't.
anyways,
But some people.
seriously,
Let me finish.
no, like it or not, if you're listen, if you're yelling and screaming and calling your opponent an idiot, guess what? No one's gonna really listen to you, even if your points are spot on. Which, by the way, none of his work.
So what you're saying is, if some dude, if there was like two guys arguing and one person was polite about let's say air, like humans need air to breathe. One person was polite, but he was trying to argue that humans don't need air to breathe, and the other person was an asshole, and he was trying to argue that humans do need air to breathe. Are you seriously telling me people would not listen to the I guess you could say asshole in that situation? Just out of curiosity.
Well, people would probably look at him funny at the very least, because again, if you're yelling and screaming your point, it sounds less and less like you actually have a point, and more like you're just getting angry because, again, you lost said point.
Should it
I
matter,
mean,
though?
I've dealt with my fair share of people in that time who, instead of actually making a good argument, instead just yell and scream. A good example, although no one actually watched this video, was the whole thing between actually guys. I wonder, how many people here watch Dabhdude commentates? Anybody?
I do.
Yeah, the Scarlet Otaku thing. Because like in the first response, it was Doodle Tones who was talking, and even though it was what?
No, just continue. Just some funny shit with me.
Even though I said to quote her. Quote, one of the most offensive things she's heard ever, at the very least she remained respectful. Whereas Scarlet Otaku, what she did is she started yelling and screaming, and I was like, okay, I'm done, because I can't actually really take this seriously at all. What little points she did have are completely down the drain now, because she's just yelling and screaming into her mic. And she did the whole red shaking screen thing. Ooh, yeah, she's a real pro. But seriously though, I couldn't. I mean, again,
okay,
half of her points were wrong, anyways.
Okay, but
also, hold on, I'm not done. Also, she had that like squeaker in her video where I couldn't even understand half of what was being said by them.
Okay,
but then it was just yelling and screaming, and I'm like, all right, clearly you don't actually have a point.
Okay.
You're just yelling and screaming for the sake of yelling and screaming.
Okay.
So, great.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If what they're saying is correct, even if they're yelling and screaming, it doesn't matter. Their points are still valid. You even said it yourself. Her points were wrong anyway. So even if she was yelling,
and what I'm saying,
did it really matter?
Listen.
Yeah. What?
Listen.
What?
What I'm trying to say is that people. What happened to the voice? I don't know. Anyways, what I am trying to say is that when people yell and scream your point, less people are going to take it seriously, even if you're right or people agree with you. I mean, granted, I've run into a bunch of people who agree with Night Miner, but still say what Night Miner did was dumb because he was just yelling,
what Night Miner did.
He was just hold on.
What Night Miner did
for a
was
second.
dumb because he's a fucking moron.
He was yelling about me and saying, "Oh, Dabhdude is just dumb." And even though they agree with him, it's kind of like I still don't fully agree with him, because even if they thought that his points were right, they still say, "But he was an idiot in the video." That's what most people think of his video, even if they agreed with it. People who disagreed with it say, "Oh yeah, all of his points were wrong and he was an idiot." People who agreed with him said, "Well, I agree with his points, but he was a loud, annoying idiot."
Well, here's the thing, though. You know, let me finish, because I never got to say this, right? The thing is this was back to a whole the thing you said earlier. when Night Miner made that fucking horrendous, autistic, laughable, like some of the dumbest, like fucking shit. So when he made that response to me, I'm sorry, I just can't even say this straight because of how dumb it was. But when he made that response to me, I can't even think. Sorry, let me finish. When he made that response to me, my reaction towards it wasn't, oh, he's an asshole, therefore I hate his video. My response to it was, his points were some of the most fucking, I can't even describe them. They were so bad, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that I am wrong for saying that? If my main problem isn't his the way he composes himself, but rather his points, do you think that that's I guess you could say a wrong stance to take? Because
no, that's not. What? I never said that was a wrong stance to take.
I'm just asking. I never said you did. I'm asking you a question, bro. Like, that's all I'm asking for. Just a question.
Okay. That said anything to the contrary, but it's okay if you liked his video where he pretty much insults you for half the time.
I never said I liked it, bro.
If you wait, hold on. If you
I never said I liked it.
Okay, sorry, that was my bad.
Me.
Rather the fact that you didn't have much of a concern over how he was composing himself, but rather how his points were bad. Again, I've said this about Math Dominus. I didn't agree with most of his points he had on one of my videos. I think it was 2017 Problems 2, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
However, all right, thank you. However, I liked how he composed himself, and actually, I think I left a comment there, and he pinned it or hearted it or whatever, where I basically said, while I can kindly disagree with most or all of these points, I appreciate how you composed yourself.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. If the points are wrong, it shouldn't matter if they're being respectful or being good.
If you're being respectful and yet your points are wrong, when you finally get your points right, then people will actually have a modicum of respect for you. Whereas if you're wrong,
it doesn't.
Yeah, it does, because thing is, wait, in the future, let's say you are right about some or all of your points in the future at some point.
Okay.
Guess what? No one's going to listen, at least not initially, to the you're an idiot, kill yourself guy. Who's gonna listen to that guy?
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Let me say this. I don't want to bring politics into the discussion here, but
oh no, please! I love politics. Okay, unless you're a liberal.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you're one of those edgelord conservatives. Okay. But anyways.
I can't believe you actually took that seriously.
So I was making a joke, dumbass. But anyways, listen. Are you a
the
fan
Christian
of Trump?
server?
Just out of curiosity, are you a fan of Trump or do you dislike Trump? Just out of curiosity, it's fine.
I've actually talked about this a couple times. If there's one thing I liked about Obama, I hated just about all of his policies, but I love the way he spoke. Okay. What I love most if not all of Trump's policies. I don't know how well the wall is going to work, but we'll see. But I cannot stand how he speaks. Half the time it's just out of nowhere, blurting out.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. But here's the thing. You said earlier that if a person is screaming, yelling, and being an asshole while conveying their points, then no one is going to respect them or take them seriously, right? Isn't that what you said? Just making sure. Just want to make sure.
Yes, and I also said, with apparently the exception of the presidential race, and I know where this is going, so let me say this.
Yeah.
The reason that many people what makes
the presidential race an exception, though? Just
okay. Yeah. I was about to say that. Here's the deal.
Okay.
Most conservatives, especially once Trump was actually running, like once the Republican primaries had gone through and all that stuff. Thing is, most conservatives, in fact, most people, didn't really care for Trump. But you know what they knew? They knew, okay, it's this guy who's loud and annoying, but he's also a wild card, or it's this Clinton, or it's another Clinton who is incredibly corrupt, and we have evidence to prove it.
Oh yeah.
So they were like, so they were like, loud, obnoxious, random wild card, or corrupt.
But it doesn't matter though, because a lot of people.
Okay, we'll go with the person who isn't as corrupt.
A lot of people still supported Clinton though, and even then, we can use fucking YouTube. We can use YouTube as an example of this whole thing. Back in the day, and by back in the day I mean around 2 years ago, Grade A Under A was one of the more popular channels out there criticizing other channels. And he was an asshole doing so. Yet people still went there and respected him.
Guess what? People started realizing what was up with him, and Monkey basically curb stomped him.
No, the reason why people started realizing what was wrong with him was because, well, for one, he stopped uploading content. But another reason, and I believe this is the true reason, isn't because that he's a complete and total, well, part of the reason is he's a complete and total, what's-his-face, just completely disingenuous and a liar, but the main reason is because his points started to become really lacking. And that's what I believe is the reason why. So
again, I just think that, again, I mean, granted, you're probably right on some. I'm sticking with the whole fact that Monkey basically curb stomped him, and again, the best thing he could have done in that situation was just to ignore him, but instead, Grade A Under A decided to make a whole big deal about it. He did a bunch of stupid stuff on Reddit, and it was like, all right, well, say goodbye to your career, pretty much.
Well, I actually did not. I'm actually not gonna lie. I never really paid attention to the whole Monkey versus G-A-U-G. Fuck, that's wrong. Grade A, whatever drama. But I believe that the reason why people completely fucking disown him, me personally, I guess you could say, was because
you've gone way off topic, guys.
Okay, can I finish my shit? Goddamn. Was because his points are wrong.
Who said that?
But let me ask you this another question. Let me ask you this another question. All right, let me ask you this question. And this is a legitimate question. I want you to answer as honestly as humanly possible. So
that's what I've been doing.
You said okay, that's fine. I never said you weren't. Just listen to me. So you said that earlier on that again, like I'm gonna make sure. I just want to make sure that your position is clarified. You said that it's completely okay. What the fuck? You said that if the points are correct, it shouldn't matter. People are not gonna, respect you, and people are not gonna take you seriously because you're an asshole about your points, essentially. That's what you said, right?
They might take you... No, they might take you seriously, they just might not agree with... sorry, they will agree with your points, but it's hard to take you seriously when you're yelling and screaming.
Okay, so that's basically your position. So, let me ask you this one question. Because I don't care about the subjectivity of the whole thing. I'm talking about this shit from an objective standpoint. If, let's say there's two videos, right? Two videos. One video had a completely polite, very nice person, most polite person, like the most amazing, nicest person in the world, talking about shit, right? Doesn't matter. And his entire video is just nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Absolute garbage. Yeah. Like, it's the dumbest video you'll ever see in your life, right? But he's very, very polite about it, okay? And let's say you have a second video where the entire video is the dude being the biggest dick imaginable. Like, the biggest asshole imaginable, right? Yeah. But his points are solid. Professor, logical thinking, best points you'll ever see in the world. Literal mind enlightening. That's not how you say the word, but fuck it. Type shit. Just amazing. Out of the two videos, And
Yeah.
answer honestly, which is the better video?
Which is the better video, or
Yeah.
which is the more correct video?
Better,
Because
correct.
the better video is the
Whatever.
first one, the person who's being much more polite, because then
So-
you can actually have a kind and friendly debate with them.
So
However,
I hate
the more correct video is the one with all the correct points.
So you're telling me?
However,
You're telling
Yeah.
me that the guy who just spouts out nonsense in a polite manner is the better video than the guy who's an asshole but spouts out good points? Is that it?
Yes.
Can I say something here?
Sure, go ahead.
If you allow
what
me to
about
interrupt for a
people like
moment.
I hate everything then?
I just want to quote something regarding your point. If you allow
Damn
me.
it, Lena, that was speaking.
Go ahead.
What was it saying?
For the
What
music.
about people like I hate everything?
Well, mute
then?
the music.
Oh yeah, he gets
Alright,
his voice out and
Shadow Gamer, what is it?
like people like I hate everything. He's an asshole and he has
Yeah.
good points in his videos.
Yeah.
Does that make him a bad YouTuber then? Sorry, I just had to say that.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that's
Anyways,
what I'm
no,
saying.
I would like the more, especially if it's a debate I'm involved in, I'd like the more polite YouTuber, the more polite,
All the iDubbbz and all that.
because it actually means you can talk to them
But here's the thing, though.
and no, you won't get cussed out.
But here's the thing, though. People
You might-
online
okay.
are attracted to people being dickish. And the person, let's just go back to that 2-video scenario. The person who you said made the worst video, okay? But I still can't get over that. But anyways, you said that person, his video was worse. But could it be possible that his video is the reason why he's an asshole is to be entertaining? Are you seriously going to
Yeah,
tell
like I
me
hate everything.
that like I hate everything, whatever. Are you seriously going to tell me that the second video is worse just because, oh no, he was mean or some shit like?
Hell yeah,
I mean, thing is, if it's for comedy, then like, okay, why are you trying to have an actual, like, truly serious debate if you're doing 90% of it for comedy?
That's what political
However-
comedians do. That's what political comedians do. You think people can't just make jokes about stuff while also?
I'm not saying people can't make jokes. What I'm
You literally
saying,
just
however,
said, why would you do it if it's for comedy? Like you're trying
I
to
said,
say-
why would if I said? Did you not listen?
No, you said why would people make a
I said
comedic
if it was
video?
okay.
Okay,
Please
go.
listen.
Okay,
If
I'm
it was
listening.
if it was mostly comedy. Now, if it's like 50% or 30% or 40% or something comedy,
Okay.
sure, that's one thing. But
Okay.
if most of it is comedy, then like I don't get it. What gives? Why would you do it in such a rude manner? And also, not all comedy has to be rude.
Well, I never said that. I mean, I never. And even then,
I mean, it
not-
feels like that's the comparison you're trying
I
to
never
make.
said that. Not even euphemistically, I said that. And even then, to be I said in general, people can be doing it for entertainment value. It doesn't even have to be for comedy. It could just be, because let's be real here. I mean, a lot of people like watching people go at it with each other. Why do you think looking iDubbbz is so popular? But anyways, I've really been very long on this question. But I want to ask I think one last question, and then I'll be good to go. Is that fine with you, bro? I really didn't want
that's
to keep
fine.
too long. All right, that's good. So sorry, I can't take this seriously. So the first question I asked was basically I think it's kind of dumb how you criticize SML constantly, yet you still react to his videos by pretty much taking his entire video and barely adding anything to it. But okay. The second
I
question.
kind of agree with
This-
Megadoop on this one, to be honest. Why didn't you
Yeah,
edit
no
your
one
videos or
cares.
something?
Anyways, the second question was.
That's not nice.
I don't
This is what
care.
you
Can I
guys
finish asking my
argue about.
question? This is not a debate, okay? This is between me and Dad. Actually, you know what? Sure, say what you want to say. Go right ahead.
What the fuck? I was agreeing with you that he
I
could maybe
I know
edit his
you
videos.
would. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. Come on, just say what you want to say.
Oh,
God
me?
damn it.
What I was saying is that you were literally arguing about like whether or not if like you're literally arguing about how presentation is also important, not just what you're presenting. And then someone makes a passing comment and you just go and just say, yeah, whatever, no one cares.
I just want to finish my.
Yeah,
We're
that is
past.
kinda-
First of all, if
You
I
want
didn't
to
want
You
to
can be
make it,
polite about it.
can I
Just say,
finish?
Yeah,
I didn't want to.
yeah, you could have been much more polite about it.
Originally,
Not just yeah, no one
I'm
cares.
not a
That's
polite
just rude.
dude, okay, can I finish? I never wanted to make an argument about it. I want to move on to my final question before I leave because I really gotta go. I don't want to make this an entire discussion. I didn't mean for it to be an entire discussion, but let me finish that last question. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll admit I'm sorry for being a dick. I'm sorry. That was not nice. Let's go on to the third question. The third question is this. This is about your chili video because I actually left a comment on that video. Don't know if you read it, but I just want to say it. Don't you think that it's kind of foolish to go up on fucking YouTube and potentially slander another person with barely? I don't fucking care if it's a theory, bro. Like, don't try to pull that game shit at me. Don't try to pull that
There's a
game shit at me.
A theory.
There's a reason I held that private or unlisted screening or whatever I called it, and there's also a reason why I made sure to add that this was one of the suggestions, the possible truth about chili, so that I could basically, because to point out to people, hey, guess what? This isn't set in stone. This could be 100% wrong. It could be 50% wrong. It could be 100% right. Who knows?
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Let me ask you this. Let's take a famous person. Let's take iDubbbz, right? Because iDubbbz popular. What if I
love iDubbbz.
And answer this question with 100% honestly. Don't even try to bullshit me here, right? If I made a video, if I made a video called "The Possible Truth About iDubbbz," and in that video I was literally saying that iDubbbz was a serial killer, and he was a guy going around and just killing people, and my evidence towards that was iDubbbz, he looks like he has something to hide or some shit, right? You know, just outrageous, ridiculous type shit. Can you honestly sit there?
It wasn't his only point, though.
I'd call that a lack of evidence, and also, furthermore,
okay,
please, you guys, not just Mega, but you other guys, please stop talking. Anyways, furthermore, I think that's a large leap from crazy / gold digger to murderer. There's kind of a huge leap in there.
I know there's a huge leap
and also,
I know there's a huge
and also,
leap there.
there's much more evidence to my theory than just she looks like it.
Dude, one of your theories. Okay, let me actually get onto that, and let me just say this right. Let me say two things actually. One, I know that that's a giant leap. The reason why that's a giant leap is just to show how just outrageous your video looks when you apply any other situation. It's basically just to show you how bad it is, right? But that's for the first thing. For the second thing, and just for your little evidence thing, right? One of your evidence in that video, one of your pieces of evidence.
Trust me, I have plenty of evidence. However, most of the really big stuff. Granted, I did share some of the small things in the video, but most of the big stuff, I am not allowed to share.
Oh, you're not allowed to share. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But
let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this. One of your pieces of evidence was literally she looks happy all the time, therefore she has smiling depression. I wish I was fucking joking. That just sounds stupid. But
wait, is that an actual thing?
That's literally what it says in the video. Yes,
Okay.
smiling
And
depression.
thing is, if you actually looked up what smiling depression is, it is basically overcompensating your happiness to kind of hide a depression.
So is being happy all the time that equates to smiling depression? What
I
would
must be
Chili
depressed all
be
the time,
depressed
man.
about though? Like
A lot of the time, no. All the time, it kind of raises red flag.
well, what would she be depressed about though? That's number one. And number two, I'm pretty sure she would film herself in a happy mood whenever she's on camera to appeal to her audience. I don't think she would just be sad one day and sit there and say, "Yeah, let me get out a camera and start filming my
Trust me.
vlog or some
Trust
shit."
me with how long she's been vlogging, the fact that it hasn't happened yet truly
But that's, I highly doubt she would do that, and I highly doubt anybody would do that, honestly, because a vlog is literally like you going up on camera and be like, "Oh yeah,
Okay.
guys, this is my life." And
Nah.
you're seriously telling me that because you... Okay, go right ahead.
Now, to answer your other question,
Okay.
I'd like to respond with this. What would she have to be depressed about? That's a good question. Ask Logan, because thing is, he always looks super depressed in the vlog.
Okay.
So why depressed? You're upset in all the vlogs, like just about every. You see him in the vlogs. He's just like either busy or he's just kind of got this like semi frown on his.
But why would Chili be
And-
depressed though? Just out of curiosity, why would she be depressed? You're saying Logan's depressed. Why is Chili depressed?
What?
You're saying
Sorry,
Logan.
I didn't catch like any of that. You went super robust.
You said Logan was depressed, but you never told me that fucking Chili was depressed. You just said Logan's depressed.
I said what is Logan depressed about?
No, I asked you particular what reason would Chili have to be depressed, and you said, "Oh well, Logan's depressed."
I mean, there's a couple of reasons. Again, one of the big ones I can't really share, but actually I can give basically a hint. I mentioned in 2017 Problems 3 something along the lines of basically what most people think Logan and Chili's relationship looks like, and it was calm seas and all that stuff. Then I said, but what it actually looks like is this, and it was, well, not so calm seas. And I can't really elaborate on that without going into too much detail that I'm not allowed to share.
If you're not allowed to elaborate, do you see why someone like me would sit there and say that your video just seems like complete propaganda? I can't even say that word. Fuck it.
Propaganda.
Yeah, whatever. Complete fucking bullshit. Really? Can you at least see why someone like me would be like, she smiles a lot, therefore she has fucking smiling depression.
Just so you're aware.
I can't even take that
Anyways, hold on.
Trying to speak
Just so you're aware, not all of those are mine. I just want to let you know that.
What do you mean?
I think,
not all of those
did
are
I
yours?
mention that in the description? I don't know if I did.
What
But
is-
if I did, I should actually put that there. But no, here's the deal. Those are basically the top 3 ones suggested by other people.
Okay.
I do agree more with one of them.
Okay.
But basically those were the ones that other people found most plausible.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So I don't want to misrepresent you, which is why I'm asking this. So in that video, you took some stuff that other people said, right? So some of the evidence was from other people.
Yeah.
And so you decided to use that in the video because you agreed with it? Just curiosity. And you don't say that in the description. You say, given some of Logan's recent behavior and how Chili acts, I started thinking about whether Chili might be hiding something, is using Logan, or something even worse. These are a few theories I come up with. So you get what I'm saying, though, right?
But I don't agree with all of them. Just gonna be honest here.
So-
I thought the gold digger one, despite the fact that that's the one most people agree with. I can't really say I've ever fully agreed with it. I mean, I can kind of see it, but I don't know. I think the third theory is the best out of all of them,
So
and it explains the most out of all of them.
so you put something in, you put a theory in the video that you don't even agree with, even though out of all the theories that you've listed, that one's honestly the most like plausible, if I'm being completely real here. But I'm just
A lot of people find it plausible. I personally don't, but
I don't find it plausible either. I'm just saying that out of all the theories you've made, that one is the least retarded. Like, if that makes sense. But don't you think it's kind of dumb to be putting something in your video that you yourself don't even agree with?
I didn't say. Fully.
Sorry, your thing cut off. Weird robot sound.
I said okay. I said I didn't fully disagree with it. I just said to me it was the least plausible.
Okay.
Although a lot of people think it's the most plausible.
I'm pretty sure you said earlier that you didn't agree with it, but okay, that's fine. I don't remember, but I'll go rewind. It's fine. So that's really I think I just don't even.
I don't agree with it. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so you don't agree with it.
All of them. Wait, please let me.
Okay, go
what I'm
right
saying
ahead, bro.
is listen. Here's the thing with a theory. Theories are supposed to have some evidence to them, but also some holes. I mean, that's why it's still the theory of evolution, not the law of evolution.
No,
there's still some holes in.
Do you know what a theory is? Like a scientific theory is?
I think I do, but please enlighten me.
Let me. No, you tell me. What is a theory? What is a theory in like the terms of science? Just let me ask you this.
In the terms of science?
Because you mentioned the theory of evolution, so I want to know, what's your definition on a theory?
Anyways, basically the definition of a theory is something that has enough evidence to be plausible. It can be confirmed in some circumstances, but it can also be refuted in others.
Okay, so but here's let me ask you this. So let me ask you this definition. A scientific theory, we'll just say theory. A theory is this is from thing I got from online. Is a I can't pronounce words today. Is a well-substantiated explanation of some aspect of the natural world, based on a body of facts that have been repeatedly confirmed through observation and experiment. Such fact-supported theories are not guesses, but reliable accounts of the real world. Basically,
again, trust me, there's plenty of reliable accounts. Again, especially for the third one, but also the second one has accounts that would make sense. These aren't just guesses, because trust me, if they were guesses, I wouldn't have put them in the video.
Okay, Chili has smiling depression, and Chili is crazy because he's happy all the time.
Wow, I don't know who to agree with, to be honest.
See, again, seems plausible to me.
How is that plausible? So if you had
I
a
explained
friend,
it already.
if you had a friend that was optimistic and happy all the time, would you sit there and say that that they might be crazy?
I'd probably yes, I probably would think that. I know because I've had a friend like that before, and I thought, what is wrong with you?
I don't care about your anecdotal evidence, bro. Okay, that doesn't mean shit. But so basically, what you're saying.
That's not very nice. Again,
is basically
you're not a very nice debater. Let me just.
I don't fucking care. I'm not a nice person. Anyways. What you're saying?
Well, I think you should be more polite in the future.
What you're saying is that if a person, I just want to make sure that this is clear because you said this before, but I just want to make sure that you aren't saying something completely mental. So if a person was happy all the time at school, right? At school, let's just say they're happy. They're a happy person, right?
Yeah.
They have smiling depression. and /or they might be crazy.
What to do tonight?
Potentially, yes.
Let me.
Okay. We can. Okay, fine.
There's a.
Wait, what?
All right.
What's going on, man?
Just to make sure that I'm done because I need to make sure I finish all my questions. So just to make sure I have all my questions answered. I think that's the last one. So, this was fun. So yeah, all I wanted to do really was just come and ask a few questions just to be funny, you know.
Alright.
So
And
what?
Funny.
and before you leave, again, for the future, I think you should be more polite
Oh, okay.
when you
Okay. Well, for the future, I think you should be a little bit more smart, bro. Just saying. Anyway.
Really?
Wow, that's the way you're going to end it off.
Yes. Yes. I will end it off that way, you fucking
You
dickhead.
learned
I
nothing.
got my question.
Yeah, I don't think you've really learned anything from this encounter besides.
Bro, all I learned is you're fucking.
Ah, brother.
That's-
Alright, forget it. Are you gonna be like posting this on your channel? or something?
Maybe. I don't
Please
know.
leave the fucking idiot.
Probably.
If
Are
you
you gonna
do,
ban me now?
it'd be
Are you gonna ban me now? Or are you gonna ban me?
well.
Are you, am I
No,
gonna get?
plenty of things wrong, but I'm not going to ban you.
Oh, I'm not? I thought you said you were gonna ban me if I swore again. So if I swore right now, you're not gonna ban me?
I might.
Okay, fuck. Shit.
Yeah, I don't
fuck.
think he cares. He's just rude.
Okay,
Is it all?
I'm still not banned. I'm still not banned. Fuck. Am I gonna get banned now? Am I gonna get banned?
Could one of my mods ban him, please? Actually, nah, I don't want to give him what he wants.
Oh,
Don't ban.
I thought you said you were gonna ban me though. You were so
I
serious
changed my
about
mind.
it.
You're
though.
asking for it. That's a different thing.
More going to be a mod.
No, but you said you were gonna ban me though, so I'm just asking, are you gonna ban me? Are you gonna ban me?
Yeah,
Not right now.
What?
Well, not right now, but you are gonna ban me. Please ban me. Fuck.
Hashtag ban MegaDoopTV.
How about this? Don't make him ban you, just leave!
Yes, let me swear.
Everybody
This is a Christian server, but I'm swearing, guys.
Listen here.
Fuck.
Even don't come
Here's the
back.
deal. You're not a nice guy. All right. I'm just gonna be flat out. You don't seem to be a very nice guy. Because you resort to insults, you resort to cussing, you resort to all these things that are unkind. You don't know how to actually debate properly. Instead, resorting to tactics I just mentioned. So again, maybe next time, just I try to be
so
nice.
it's okay for
I try to be as nice.
So it's okay for you to call Night Miner retarded, right?
Huh?
yeah,
I mean,
It's okay for you to call Night Miner retarded then? Weren't you the one who made that comic?
Sorry, hold on.
Weren't
You're
you?
glitch.
Were you the
You're
one?
glitching. What?
Were you it's okay for you to call Night Miner retarded then, because wasn't you the one who made that meme?
Well, that is the truth.
I didn't even make that meme actually.
who
That
did?
was someone else, and they were saying, "Please put that thumbnail on." And I said, "Fine, if you'll shut up."
But he still insulted him, and you're gonna use that as your thumbnail? That's a probably.
Yeah.
Trust me, I in terms of like thing is that isn't an argument thing. That's just me being funny thing. The thing is, trust me, I have done plenty. Could you listen, please? I have done plenty of offensive thumbnails, but like it or not, when it comes down to a debate, I'm polite.
Oh, okay, bro. Okay.
I'm with MegaDoop on not MegaDoop. I'm with Dab on this one. He's generally quite a nice guy.
Okay, I never said that he was mean. I'm just saying he's a fucking moron. But anyways, are you gonna ban me now?
I'm not giving you what you want, so no.
But you were so serious about it though. You said earlier in the
He was serious. He was serious.
I was earlier when your actual argument was on the line, but now that you're not actually having a debate or anything,
I like your content. I think you got some good points, but you're kind of being an asshole to Dab for no reason.
Yeah, because I like being an asshole. It's fun. It's fun to be a
But
dick.
at least I can know.
The only thing I care about is my points being correct.
Whatever. I don't think you really get it, but whatever.
Okay, bro. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, this was fun. Not gonna lie, this was really fun. I legit gotta go now. So I just wanted to ask a few questions. I didn't think it would get this fucking heated, but that's all I wanted to ask. Anyway, so bye. I know I pissed off a lot of people.
Wait. Before you go, it didn't really get heated until you started making it heated.
Okay, bro.
So I don't think you have much of anyone to blame but yourself for that.
Oh,
MegaDoopTV.
Okay.
Is this gonna go on YouTube? Am I gonna be famous?
Maybe, probably, honestly, might go on YouTube. Might be. I don't know.
I might put mine on YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah,
They'll
it
probably
might go on
in a better
YouTube. It'd
quality
be funny.
anyways.
But anyways, that's all I have to say. This was fun, guys. Bye. God, that was fucking amazing. Holy shit, man. I did not expect to get that much fucking shit for it. He's so fucking dumb, dude. Like, you're not gonna stop insulting me. It's my fucking stream, or not my fucking server. Or stop swearing. I swear like 10 times and he still didn't ban me. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna be giving you what you want. God damn, dude. This was fun.